Down on My Knees is the name of one of the songs.
The names of these songs are fucking like the most like generic names I've ever seen. Let Your Love Go. Trucking. Bread Wants to Make It With You. You know, if we were listening to the CD version, there'd be an additional like fucking 7 tracks.
The CD version essentially just the best of Bread 1 and 2 smashed together. I noticed. I like that one of the chapters on Wikipedia is Life After Bread.
Do you believe?
Are they like, they have to be like a Christian band or something?
I don't know. The Make It With You, it doesn't sound like a Christian song.
I don't think so, no.
But the name of the album is called On the Waters, that it came from.
You know what band was surprisingly Christian that I discovered recently? They're a one-hit wonder.
What?
After the Fire. They're the band that did the Don't Turn Around, whoa, Zsa Zsa, there commissaires in town,
well, that was a cover.
That was a cover, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess the rest of their songs could be anything.
Yeah. That is funny though.
Dope. Although it's funny, it was a cover of a artist who was a one-hit wonder with a different song.
I've probably heard the song "Make It With You" because it sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I bet you we're gonna recognize a lot of these songs.
I kind of hope that "Down on My Knees" is the song from that South Park episode that Cartman makes about Jesus. I wanna get down on my knees and start losing Jesus.
We all thought of that immediately. Yes.
I'm pretty sure it's like, I wanna make it with you.
So you guys really love Jesus then?
You like really love Jesus.
Honestly, that's still my favorite episode of the show. Either that or the it's either that one or the one where they buy a bunch of cheap ninja weapons at the county fair and accidentally put a throwing star through Butter's eye.
Mine is still Scott Tetherman Must Die.
That one's good. That one was a little shocking at first, just with how dark it got. But yeah, the joke really works. It's just like I was surprised that they actually went there.
I don't know if it's my favorite, but the World of Warcraft episodes still sticks out.
Oh yeah, that one's great. Well, the part where Cartman calls his mom so he can shit in a fucking.
Yeah, that's one of their grosser sight gags. Yeah.
And that's saying something.
Well, this is embarrassing, but I bought Paul Stanley's solo album because of that episode. Because that's during the montage scene. That's a Paul Stanley solo song.
I had a roommate who was buying all of the seasons of South Park on DVD, and they did commentary on every episode, but they would do only commentary for the first 5 minutes of it, and then they would get bored and stop the commentary and move on to the next one.
Yeah. And
you could tell when it was an episode that they hated, they'd be like, sorry, we ran out of time on this one. It kind of falls apart. See ya.
Well, their turnaround time on those episodes are amazing, though.
Yeah, which is why there are some episodes that they feel they have to apologize for, too, though. Yeah.
This episode should not be watched by anyone.
Yeah.
Montage.
I like the Casa Bonita episode, too. That one's good.
Oh, okay, that might be my favorite one. Especially since, I had a friend that went there, so he would tell me about it.
Yeah.
So I would have this mythical fantasy view of it. And then when I finally went there with Jill in 2013, I was like, what the fuck?
See, I loved going there as a kid. I've never tried going there as an adult. I don't think I would enjoy it as an adult.
I've never been there.
My mom grew up there. We went there. It was this little place in a strip mall. Basically, they had inedible food, and I had to eat popcorn in order to survive. And they had the same gorilla show that was going on since the 70s.
I think
same gorilla suit, everything.
Yeah. I think I liked their sopapillas when I was a kid.
Oh, their sopapillas were good. I just didn't like sopapillas.
I remember liking the entertainment, but not liking the food. And I think I've heard that they've fixed that since they took it over.
Yeah. I remember overhearing my parents say that the food wasn't very good.
Yeah, when you're a kid, you probably don't notice.
Yeah. And then, as I did get older and had, better authentic Mexican food, I would probably agree with that. But, when I was a kid, it's oh, cool. Sopapillas and beans and rice and tacos. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like when you're a kid, like all you can eat buffets are like awesome,
Yeah.
and like you can eat a ton of shit. And then now when you go to them, you're like,
This is under a heat lamp.
This is just edible. It's not like what I'd really choose to eat if I
Yeah.
could.
Is this roast beef supposed to be gray?
Well, the rest of this buffet looks a little bit gross, but the seafood salad, that should be fine.
I remember though when I was one of my first memories of when I was a
not
kid.
fine.
I think I was like 3, and I remember this, but I like it was one of the first times my parents took me to like the Valentino's buffet, and
Grand Italian.
Yeah, I ate so much that I threw up all over the floor in the middle of Alliterates. But I remember, yeah, like as a kid, like going up to the salad bar and being like, "There's Jello on the salad bar," and so like put like a little bit of lettuce and cover it with like cheese and ham bits, and then like Jello and pudding. And
Oh yeah, I do remember liking the salad bar at Spaghetti Works.
yeah, I like salad bars. I like salads. Salads are good. It's
Yeah.
good to.
I do tend to like Chinese buffets.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
that
Have
seems
you
to be
been to
good.
the Golden Apple one?
I think so.
It's
I-
all right.
yeah. Oh, I tend to like. I like salad bars, but sometimes when you go to a salad bar and the restaurant isn't good, you're getting like a bunch of brown lettuce that has been sitting out for too long. But
Oh yeah.
There's one
Okay.
close to where my stepmom lives that has a Mongolian grill, and it's like better than Wuhan.
Yeah. I remember though one time, Steve, you took a bunch of us to Family Fun Center, and we got like the coupon with the like
Yes.
with like the pizza buffet, and I went through the salad bar, and I was the only one that went through the salad bar because I noticed that the lettuce was actually like crisp and green, and it's like, okay, if I'm gonna go through the Family Fun Center pizza buffet and the salad is actually fresh, this is like the only time it's gonna be fresh probably, so I'm gonna get one. And Kyle made fun of me for going through the salad bar. It's like, dude, the lettuce is fresh. You get the salad if the lettuce is fresh.
That's the first time Kyle and Adam like met too. Is
Yeah.
me getting all of us together to play paintless paintball.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish that place was still there. I would make us do that again.
Paintless paintball was fun, except like that time it was fun. A different time that I went, I did get like between the vest and the mask, like right in the neck, and that hurt a lot.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
I guess do you guys want to get started?
Yeah, let's get started.
Hello and welcome to the season finale of Side 1, Side B. I'm Steve,
I'm Dave.
I'm Andrew.
I'm Sean.
and today we're listening to an album that 3/4 of us have not listened to. We're gonna have another guest later on. I'm not sure if he's heard this or not, so
We'll find out.
we'll find out. Yeah. So yeah, let's bullshit a bit about the season. Dave, how'd you feel about the season?
As a whole, I thought it was pretty good. I felt like maybe it went a little long at times. Just listening to the outro as it keeps going and going and going. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the new guests we've had. I've liked ways that we've branched out. I'm glad that we actually did a couple movie episodes. I've liked some of the weird guest combos and like making different friend groups interact with them, like work friends and music friends all in one room.
Yeah, it is interesting when you mix different friend groups together. You never know what to expect during that.
Yeah. Everyone who I've had, I think I would like to come back.
Jake,
Hey, Jake.
Hey, just in time. We just got started.
Oh, good.
this is gonna be another one of those weird episodes, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, if I'm on the episode, it's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, good to see you guys.
Yeah,
This is
good to
fun.
see ya.
I'm glad I caught it before the drop of the needle.
Oh,
You're looking forward to hearing this album, which we haven't said the name of yet, although people will read the podcast description.
I do know what album it is.
How familiar are you, without spoiling it for the three of us who have not heard this? How familiar are you with this?
Without spoiling it,
Yeah.
okay.
Just are you familiar with Bread and his
yeah,
music?
I was gonna make a joke about how I have a gluten intolerance. I have a bread intolerance. I don't.
You're eating crackers right now, Jake.
I
We
lied.
can.
I have a microphone in front of me. I'm probably lying.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm not.
Yeah.
But I do not like the 2 or 1 songs that I've heard from Bread, and maybe I just need to give them another chance.
I'm expecting this to be boring. I'm expecting this to sound like like the Chicago ballads everyone hates, basically.
Yeah.
Without the horns, though.
The way that my dad and his buddy John described it was that while he was in the senior lounge at high school trying to play Mott the Hoople and Uriah Heep, all the chicks wanted to play Bread. So
Well, it's funny.
that's how I feel about Bread. I don't know. I need to give him another listen.
I've never, even though this is actually my album, I've never actually listened to it. I don't think I've heard a song by them, but I probably have. But we're getting ahead of ourselves.
I imagine that I've heard a song by them when I've been like helping a friend move in like a rental truck, like a big like one with like the big open back area, and like you get those and you load up multiple couches and bookcases and all that, and it doesn't have any kind of CD player or tape deck even, or in the modern age Bluetooth sync, so you have to listen to the radio. And I'm sure that we have flipped past Bread while trying to find something, and maybe we've lingered on Bread because the other station was Toby Keith or Nickelback. Who knows?
Well, funny story about Sean's album here is he's left it in my like record bin for like since
6-7 months.
yeah. And my dad, who recently passed, as many of you know, he was over here flipping through my records, and he was standing there with my stepmom, and he pulls it out and he goes, "Sandy, look, the best of Bread." And they're like, "Oh yeah, I love Bread." And I'm like, we're about to trash that on a podcast.
Yeah. I think it's like boomer ballad, kind of easy listening, kind of mid to early 70s. Easy listening.
I have an unresearched suspicion that that's what it is, just looking at the fucking cover of it. Those guys on the cover of that fucking Best of Bread are the whitest looking dudes I've ever seen in my life.
Looking at the front of this looks like the kind of music that the bullies from Carrie would listen to.
Plug it up.
Well, let's talk a bit about the band. It's fronted by...
I don't want to.
You don't want to?
Fuck those guys. But you can if you want to.
You can.
I'm hoping they win me over.
Yeah.
I was on the way here, I was listening to the album Aqualung by Jethro Tull.
Oh, great.
So
one.
I'm thinking that this is going to be very much different.
I think you're gonna be right on that.
Yeah.
It was all rock and roll at that time.
It was all, I think it would have been around the same era, right?
It definitely was. This is like 1969 to 72.
All right, we'll take a vote. Who wants to hear about the band and who doesn't?
I'll hear about the band.
Yeah, just do it.
Okay.
Just because we need
I was just being
something for people to
sarcastic.
listen, you know.
Well, the main dude, because every band's got to have a main dude, is David Gates.
Is he the white guy?
Yes.
Yeah, is he the white guy?
Is he a serial killer? I don't.
Non-zero
That
chance
sounds
of
like
that.
a
I'm
serial
flipping.
killer name.
I better turn my mic down.
Yeah, you're peeking. Or stop lip kissing. Stop kissing the mic there.
Yeah, I
bud.
might be a little just.
It's in the mic. It's in his
He first came to attention in the late 1950s when he released a song called "Joe Baby" and "Lovin' at Night." What?
You can see where Dave started.
I just did the Lux Interior thing of blowing the mic.
And
We're looking at the mic waveform.
You can see it.
Jesus Christ!
They left our stains on the.
I do like that you guys are gonna.
This is
rebel
how much
on
we
me.
like the band Bread. We'd rather like make jokes about you guys fellatiating the microphones than listen to the bio.
Okay, so
All right, who
keep
wants to
going.
hear about how the band got its name?
How did the
How
band
did
get
that
its
get its
name?
name?
they were cooking one day.
a bread truck came along right when we were trying to think of a name.
It's about as fucking boring as I thought it would be.
Was David Gates the lead singer and guitar player, or was he the drummer?
Let's see.
I'm voting for guitar player.
Looks like vocals, guitar, bass guitar, keyboards, violin, viola, and percussion.
All right.
So
I
a
feel
little bit
like-
of everything, except drums. Well, percussion. Well, that's not drums though. That's percussion.
Naming your band after a bread truck that you happened across seems like something that like people my dad age would probably get a real kick out of.
Yeah.
You know, we need something that sounds really white.
Was it a Wonder Bread?
Really, really wide. We're
They
wide.
should have just named it Bleach Bread. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
So David Gates, he knew a guy named Leon Russell.
Oh, I know Leon
yeah.
Russell.
Yeah, Leon Russell, good guy. They both played in bar bands around the Tulsa area, and then they went to California. You know, this is basically the same story as Tom Petty because I've been watching a bunch of Tom
And the
Petty
Flaming
stuff right
Lips.
now.
Yeah.
Isn't Tulsa, Oklahoma?
Yes.
It is.
Yeah.
Is that where Flaming Lips are from?
I think they're from Oklahoma City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hanson is from Tulsa.
For real?
Yeah.
I've been
Bop.
to
And-
Tulsa.
Well, I guess the other thing, the Flaming Lips didn't really like, oh, let's make it big in California. They were just
No,
like,
they were like,
well, we're kind of
We
just
like
gonna play a
drugs.
bunch of songs in parking lots for some
"We like
friends.
drugs, let's do drugs.
Yeah.
I wonder if
That's
these,
how Bread did it.
Yeah.
I wonder
Nice
if these
kidding.
guys did drugs or if they didn't do drugs.
They look like Coke.
Yeah.
hmm
I do think it's funny that like some of the most boring slow tempo ballads are fueled entirely by cocaine.
hmm
It's also kind of interesting for me to think about the album cover and be like, oh, this was probably kind of edgy at the time, because they're like one of those bands that was like probably forming in like 68 or something, and they're like, let's grow out our hair, and then their hair just grew out over like 3 years, and
Yeah, that would have been shocking to some parents. Yeah.
yeah.
I remember like one of the first time I heard of Bread and then never proceeded to listen to them was a friend of mine in like middle school. His parents were talking about a conservative Bible college that they'd been to, and they're like, yeah, they wouldn't even let us go to a Bread concert. And my friend and I were like, there's a band called Bread.
That would be Pensacola, I'm
Yeah, I
I think
guessing.
they're. I think
Yeah,
they're
I
like,
think it was.
they're like proto yacht rock.
Yeah.
Isn't that like kind of what Bread is?
I bet.
you
Like,
know-
looking at the picture, I would guess.
Throw an ascot on these bad boys. Yeah.
Oh my god! So the first time I heard of Bread was flipping through my records, like because I've done it several times. Like I'll flip through my records and be like, "Best of Bread, where the fuck did that come from?" And I'll like put it down, forget about it.
Yeah.
Then I'll like flip through it again. Best of Bread, where the fuck did that come from? Put it down, forget about it. And
You're
then
like-
we did this. We were doing this podcast, and I'm like, Best of Bread, dude. We need to do Best of Bread.
You know who'd be a good guest that we've never had on the podcast yet, that we should for this episode would maybe be like Phil Smith, because there's like a 20% chance that he'd be like, oh, this one song on it's really awesome, or yeah.
And then you'd listen to it and you're like, it is kind of undeniable.
Yeah.
I think the first time I heard of Bread was they were doing an infomercial about them in the 90s when I was watching Nick at Night.
All right.
So
New from Timeline. Hey, is that what was that one?
That punk one?
Is that the
one?
punk rock?
No, not the punk rock one. That hey, is that Freedom Rock? Turn it up.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
the punk rock one is really awful.
Oh yeah, that one, they're all.
Huey Lewis and
in
the
the
News
news.
Yeah.
on a punk rock compilation album.
He's-
That
You know it's punk rock because he was wearing a leather jacket.
who's in charge of that? Who was the editor of that one? You know, idiot.
Yeah. Time Life.
all right, so the
Goulet.
group's first album, Bread, was released.
Wow, that was original.
was
Anyways.
released in September 1969 and peaked at number 127 on the Billboard 200. The songwriting on the album was split evenly between Gates and the team of Griffin Royer. Session musicians Jim Gordon and Ron Edgar accompanied the band.
Jim Gordon. Commissioner Gordon.
Yes. Accompanied the band on drums for the album.
You'll write better songs, Jim.
Swear to me.
Swear me.
Swear to me you'll sing above a whisper.
This
I'll make it with you.
does seem like something that would have been character for the Jim Gordon and the Harley Quinn animated series, but that's
It
all
seems
right.
like something Jim Gordon would have done before he became the commissioner. Or is it commissioner? Or
Commissioner, yeah.
Commissioner Gordon.
Have you ever seen the movie The People's Joker? That's skirted by copyright laws for some reason. There's a joke in it where the main character is watching a TV show, and it says "Suicide Cop," and then like in the corner, based on the autobiography of Jim Gordon.
I haven't seen it. What year did that come out?
never
Like
heard of
1 or
that.
2 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
The People's Joker.
yeah. It's funny. We'll watch it on the podcast at some point,
Alright.
maybe. It's music related. I think I can come up with a reason
I'm
why.
trying my best not to smulch while on microphone.
Thanks for being professional, Jake.
I'm trying. I do. I have to sneak snacks in because it's been a crazy busy day.
On their second album, they brought in Mike Botts as their permanent drummer.
Excuse me?
Mike Botts.
Mike Botts.
He appeared on their second album, On the Waters. This time,
Mike Butts.
Mike Crotch.
their
Mike
efforts,
Crotch.
Mike Hunt.
This time, their efforts established. So
Blue Skunt.
Blue Skunt.
this time, their efforts quickly established Brett as a mage.
Guys, should we just fucking play the first side?
I really hope our audience doesn't come to us for facts.
Nobody fucking cares about bread.
You're reading about bread on Wikipedia.
Side 1, side B because they couldn't even get through the bread bio.
Fuck. I wanted to know how they recorded the fucking second album. But then they wouldn't fucking do it. They just kept laughing at the name of Mike Botts.
We're gonna get like a lot of traffic from Angry Bread superfans.
Bread's my favorite.
Oh, just like when I posted our Ace Frehley episode in the Kiss subreddit, and they got mad at me.
I'm gonna see if Brad has a subreddit.
There is
Alright.
no fucking way that there is a bread subreddit.
There is a subreddit for everything. It is a multi-platinum compilation.
I think it's more of a subreddit
Yes.
than anything.
All right, just to sum up the band, it's about as boring as you think. They moved to California, they formed
They
a band,
got fucked.
and they wrote a bunch
And
of
they
love
can go
songs.
fuck themselves.
So let's talk about the album that we're gonna listen to today.
I got a question real quick.
Okay,
Is there any mention of any other bands that any of these guys are in?
let's see.
There's an after bread market.
I did find a subreddit.
There's a moldy bread.
they-
There are
went on-
3 posts on it.
There are spin-offs called Black Tie and The Remingtons.
They should.
Yeah.
They needed to call themselves Mold.
Mold. They had 2 of the members started a contemporary Christian rock group called Wafer. That's a
Body of Christ, the
that's
bread
a
of
body
heaven.
Christ. Yeah, the bread of life.
The body of Christ.
Bread was too controversial, so they had to become unleavened.
Jesus and feel His glory all over my
Bread.
face.
All right, so The Best of Bread is a multi-platinum
There are
compilation
38
album.
members.
Best of
There are
is their
38
big
members
album.
of its subreddit. We should post this to Reddit again.
Well, you're gonna have to do it because I'm
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
Dave, don't get banned from the website.
Because of bread. Don't do it. So this is a multi-platinum album, huh? There, Steve.
I can't get through it.
I can't believe this piece of shit is a multi-platinum album.
You haven't even listened to it. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's fine. Sorry.
The music industry was a lot different back then, you know.
Yeah.
Bands like Bread could like make more money than, you know,
The Beatles are
all
God.
of the great musicians that I know.
Yeah, actually, that's
You
true.
know,
Jake just
right.
said something
Yeah.
sad.
Do you think the members of Bread ever met the members of X and Black Flag in the 70s in LA?
Oh, we played a tour. We played a show with them at the American Legion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1979. It
Black
was
Flag opened for us. It was.
It was fine.
All right, there are 6 songs on side 1. We got,
Really?
and they all have very generic titles
They're-
that don't have.
My favorite is If.
Yeah.
if what?
If this.
If these
If you do a
If you-
podcast about this album,
off.
Anyways, go
I
ahead.
just noticed that there's not anything from their first album.
Oh, we didn't describe the cover. We didn't describe the cover, Steve.
What's the cover look like,
The
Steve?
cover looks like a very hellish version of Highway to Hell by AC/DC.
I was
It's
thinking.
like the antithesis of Highway to Hell by AC/DC.
I think it looks like Kiss's first album.
Oh my god.
Here, let me
Dude,
bring
someone
it up. It's
needs to
actually kinda uncanny.
take a marker and put some Kiss paint on the Bread album.
We should try to recreate this cover for our album.
The guy, guy in the bottom left corner looks like if the older brother from Napoleon Dynamite grew his hair out. Yeah, it does. It looks like if a yeah.
It did if it was like,
I bet
bigger.
you I like this better than Kiss.
Yeah, there's probably a.
If I want to rock and roll all night and party every day.
All right, so side 1, we got Make It With You, Everything I Own, Diary, Baby I'ma Want You.
Baby, I'm a want you.
That's the one
That's
that
not
I've
even
heard.
proper English, you motherfucker.
It Don't Matter to Me, and If.
If you.
If I remember this record tomorrow.
Ifs and buts were candies and nuts, it'd be Christmas all year round. That's
Yes.
what the lyrics to that song are. Just kidding.
I could imagine that it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so awesome.
If you turn it around, I feel like the picture they used for the back is better than the cover.
Yeah.
you know what? That kind of reminds me of Interstellar, just the way they
Oh,
would
yeah.
use dust in the special effects.
Yeah.
If they'd
Anyway.
actually, put it in color, but it's all like sepia color.
Yeah, they're being beamed up like Star Trek style, it looks like. It's probably some.
They're all big nerds from the 70s. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about how this was released by Elektra Records.
Yeah. Label
Label
mates
mates with Metallica.
and the Doors and the Stooges
Yeah,
and television.
probably MC5.
I think MC5. Yeah. I don't know. We'll do Kick Out the Jams next season and then find out if it was Elektra then.
Well,
All right, shall we?
Shan't
Yeah,
we?
This is where Elektra made all their money to pay Iggy Pop. So
Yeah. Bite the bullet.
Yeah.
Yes.
A
the
platinum album.
redistribution of wealth.
Yes.
Yeah.
In,
Best of Bread platinum album. Here we
They made
go.
they made all that money and then Iggy got to spend it on heroin in the shooting gallery in the funhouse, squirting blood all over the walls from the syringes.
thanks, Brad.
Thanks, Fred.
I'll bet you David Gates never did heroin.
I don't know. They look like they have heroin.
That's probably why they're wearing long sleeve to cover the track
Yeah.
marks.
Here, let's see. Did David Gates do heroin?
He was an alcoholic. He died of a heroin overdose. Stephen
His interviews and public statements do not indicate drug use.
Stevie
It's
Nicks
an
wrote
AI
he had to
summary. That could
snort-
mean anything.
Had to blow cocaine up his asshole. You're welcome.
This podcast has sensitive listeners, so
Yes.
make sure to use language appropriate, like Fleetwood Enema, when we're describing cocaine use.
Andrew. Andrew. Go fuck yourself.
All right, here's side 1.
Well, that was,
Well, we're back. Side 1.
Jeff, you woke
well,
me up.
If I could sum
God
up
damn it.
side 1 in one word, I would say stale.
Yeah. It's like
This is the Black Sabbath self-titled, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, this is like that loaf of bread you forgot you bought because you accidentally put like a like one of those giant like tube cans of oatmeal in front of it, and so then you get out another loaf of bread and that you're using to make your sandwich, and then like 3 months later, while you're making oatmeal, you look. It's like, oh, it's not going back all the way, and you find like a really like hard, stale like half loaf of bread in the back.
Yeah, it leaves like an aftertaste.
This is the kind of bread you'd give someone you're trying to fuck.
Yeah. Well, this is
I recognize that they're all good musicians. I don't think any of these songs as a whole did anything for me.
They're very formulaic. There's always the statement of the title at the beginning of the song. They always say the name of the song title right off. That's something Sean pointed out.
Yeah.
And it just kind of, the drums kind of, they don't do anything for a while, and then the drums come in all of a sudden kind of later down the road. It's very formulaic.
Pum pum.
And then the guy sings in a high falsetto.
I kept trying to think of comparable bands that I like better than Bread. But
These are all like ballads,
Yeah.
which I do like ballads. I'm just picky about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like there was one song where I thought like I could see Ozzy or Roger Waters doing a song like this, and have, you know, I've heard both of them do like solo acoustic ballads with like minimal accompaniment,
Or songs like Changes.
and well, I think this guy is technically a better singer than both of those guys. I liked like that style of song with a more unique voice, I think.
Well,
Is what I'm going for.
What this sounded like to me is it reminded me of like some power pop like ballads that I like, but without like the power part, without any of the edge.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like Big Star is a great band, and there's like some real pain behind what they're doing. This, like, even when it's talking about things that are sad, there's like no pain to it, no edge, no.
And
It's
I thought I would have an aversion to this solely based on the fact I just kind of have an aversion to love songs. But I've been listening to Tom Petty for like the last 2 months, and he writes a bunch of love songs, but his songwriting kicks so much ass that, you know, it doesn't really matter what the subject matter
I
is.
think when Tom Petty writes a love song, it's because he like feels something for someone, whereas this stuff is just love songs.
I do
like,
feel it's more realistic.
arbitrary.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you know, it sells a lot of records is love songs. Well, time to crank out another love song. Here we go. What would someone say if they were in love? You know what I mean? Instead of like, oh, this is how I felt when such and such.
Even the song that had like quote unquote edgier title, "Make It With You," he was talking about like
He's
a
like
commitment,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like
Talking about-
having sex.
Yeah.
the penetrata.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is
boy.
like
That
so
sounds like a
like
lost opportunity.
vanilla,
Yeah.
boring bullshit that like you could play in front of your parents in the 70s. So
Yeah.
They're talking about making bread, Sean.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
making
fine.
bread.
A preview.
Making
Yeah.
bread.
A preview.
Make it
Yeah.
with you. It wasn't even a double entendre.
Yeah. It's baking. Yeah.
That's
just-
the dumbest part of it all.
Okay. So a preview.
These are the songs that I like to play when I'm making bread with a
Angry
woman.
about something so fucking basic and boring.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not mad.
Boring
Like,
to,
yeah.
get mad about it.
Okay, so a preview for next season. I'm
just
gonna
getting mad
play.
at Andrew because
Yeah.
he's so like, oh, it's all great, it's
Yeah.
all good.
Okay, a preview for next season. I'm gonna bring an album called Knife Man by AJJ, and the first track of side 2 of that is called Sad Songs, and the chorus to that is "Who fucking gives a rat's ass, Steve? Just write a love song." This is that. This is the "Who fucking gives a rat's ass? Just write a love song."
I'm not pissed at you.
I know. It's not like they brought out an Ace Frehley album that you had to listen to.
Yeah.
I was gonna I said earlier, like I don't like
I don't know.
dislike it as much as I dislike the band Kiss, which I don't
Yeah.
know if you guys are
Yeah.
I have nothing good to say about
Well,
Kiss.
everything I dislike about the song Beth is present on this song.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
everything I don't like about the song Beth,
Yeah.
except
Yeah.
for the only thing that these guys have going for them is that they're not Kiss.
Yeah.
They are better musicians
Yeah.
than Kiss.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree on that.
I agree. I'd rather listen to this than a Kiss album. So yeah.
I think I'd still rather listen
I
to
would-
this album,
That's cool though.
but I kind of like them.
This is
I'd
I
rather
might
have a lobotomy
Yeah.
than listen to a Kiss album.
I might
By the
put
way, next season.
I might put this out I might
We're
put
giving
this
Sean a
album
lobotomy.
I might put this
Or
album
a Kiss album.
I might put this album on and play it extra slow while I'm reading.
Like put it on a slower speed.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
make a vaporwave album out of this.
That's awesome. I never thought of that. I wonder what it would sound like sped up. It would sound like the Partridge Family or something.
It would sound like the Chipmunks.
It actually sound like a fucking record.
It would sound like I could like do some like house chores or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
This is like
This is something a housewife in the 70s listened to while they were doing house chores.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just fluff. It's just background. It's for people who listen to music passively, I think.
This is what our
But
grandparents
it's-
fucked
I'm
to.
not gonna deny.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna deny that my grandparents did or didn't. No, I'm not gonna.
There's probably more parents.
There's good.
than
I was gonna say
grandparents.
I'm not gonna deny that like the people that are on the album are like decent musicians. You know what I mean? Like all the bass lines are very well thought out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like
they're-
the bass player.
The
To the
bass
point I might
player
actually
is like
see if
my
he's in
favorite
there.
part of the band so far.
Even when they're intentionally not doing anything.
All of the guitar stuff is just super like just
Kinda
just like
nothing.
kind of do a bend here. Why don't we do a little slide here? It's just very kind of like guitar tricks that aren't very fast, and it not to say that fast is equals good, but they're just kind of like it's just filler. The whole thing is filler, like except for the bass lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bass lines gave me something to latch onto in every song
Yeah.
that they were in.
The
Yeah.
bassist is so good that I might see if he's in something that I actually
I was
like.
wondering if the
Yeah.
bass player's in anything else. But
He ended up going to like Aerosmith.
it sounds like that album that like Aerosmith did in the 90s. That's all ballads.
I don't want to close my eyes.
Yeah, it sounds like or I was dying when I met you. Yeah, that album. What's that album called?
I don't remember.
It has the cow udders on the front of it.
Yeah.
And Alicia Silverstone
Oh.
was in every single music video.
Yeah.
And I had
Yeah, I know
a
which one you're talking
huge crush on Alicia
I think everyone
Silverstone.
did.
I still do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd go to lunch with Alicia Silverstone.
I remember watching Batman and
Especially if
Robin.
She was man.
The bad
yeah.
nipples.
Every time
I was not turned on by the bat nipples,
Every
only
time-
by Alicia Silverstone and Poison Ivy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the bad
not
nipples on
Schwarzenegger
Alicia.
as Mr. Freeze.
All right, everyone, chill.
What killed the dinosaurs?
The Ice Age.
Say what you will about that movie, Arnold Schwarzenegger is still very entertaining.
I like
Yeah.
I like those Batman movies better than this Bread album. You know what? I like those Batman movies. Those Batman movies. I know
They
everybody
had
they look
Alicia
like comic books.
Silverstone.
They did.
They had
Yeah.
Poison Ivy.
and
They
they
had-
look like comic books. They look like
Yeah.
actual comic books. So I like
They-
that about.
I
them.
like cheesy entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
so-
too.
You know, I think if nothing else you can say about that Batman movie, it was entertaining because it was just
memorable.
very like over the top, cheesy as fuck.
I liked in the 90s when there was like you would go to a movie to like have fun and they would be like the movie would be done in 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
I
were
missed
there
that.
like for fucking 2 hours.
It
You
it
can
wasn't the
throw
Christopher
popcorn.
Nolan Batman torture porn.
Batman torture.
Yeah.
porn.
Well, I liked.
Do you want to play a game?
I mean, it's fine and it's interesting. It's just not really fun to watch.
Yeah.
I liked
I like
Dark
I like the
Knight.
Dark Knight series. I like all the Batman iterations. I love Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
I'm not a big George Clooney fan, but
Yeah. I like.
that's not true. I like George Clooney and some stuff. I really like George Clooney as the bass player from Bread.
Yeah.
Is what I like George Clooney in the most.
Every Batman movie is more memorable than these songs. I will say that.
I don't remember. They keep telling me the names of these songs, and I just don't know.
They
Speaking
they,
of,
they
let's,
say them in the first words of the song.
That's
Jake.
true. And then they leave, and then they move along. You know what I mean?
Well, they keep repeating the song titles over and over again. again, but it's still I still can't remember them.
They keep repeating the song titles like fans of the movie Heavy Metal keep repeating the ninth grade.
Whoa, dude.
That was a
right.
callback.
Let's go track by track. Make it with you. Boring.
Sucked.
Boring.
Forgot to take notes.
Yeah.
Forgot to take notes.
Okay,
Side
That's
one.
what I wrote.
Are you reading the notes or you just saying
Yes, that's
that?
what I wrote.
My notes are boring Plex guitar, track 1, side 1, first impression. Sounds like AM radio.
It sounds like you.
Oh, I was gonna say I've heard this song before and it's terrible. This is boring as I thought it would be. And it's like
It's everything I was expecting.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was expecting.
This was
I think that's why people bought
Yeah.
it.
Not all of the songs sound bad. It's just they're not really memorable.
You know
Yeah.
what I think?
I do remember praising the bass player while we were listening to it.
There's
Yeah.
people that okay, so like there's
Gotta
times where
groove.
I'm like, hey, check out this song to like some people that listen to music differently than like people in this room do. And after like 30 seconds, they'll be like, I'm not too into this. And I'm like, motherfucker, this is complex and you have to like let some time pass before you make a decision because it's gonna go somewhere. This sounds like music for people like that just kind of like want to form an opinion in 20 seconds of listening to a song, you know?
Yeah.
So, and no disrespect to anyone, but that's just not the way that I listen to music. So this isn't
Yeah.
for me. I am not Bread's target demographic.
no.
Yeah, I wonder what they would say if they were here. Like, and I said, "What is your fucking target demographic, dude?"
They would say we went double platinum, so
Yeah,
jog on.
Yeah,
They
you're
would
right.
say
But you have 38 people in your
Spend money
sub
on
I'm
our
better than you
albums.
because we made more money, and I'm like, okay, well,
Well, I mean, we're a group of punks, metalheads, and
get
alternative.
in line, pal. That's what I would say. A lot of people make more money than me, pal.
Yeah.
That
anyways.
doesn't mean anything to me. For me, on a scale of 1 to 2, I'm gonna give it a 1.
Yeah. This one was what I was most expecting from this album, like more so than any other. Well, Diary was also like this, but like those two songs were the ones that were the most like I was expecting this album to be, and so therefore were the worst songs.
Diary was like this song, but it didn't have a bass line driving it.
Yeah.
Instead, it kind of had a harmonic bass line.
Song.
Did we skip over?
Yeah,
the
we'll go
song?
back to yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
This was.
But yeah, like this one was maybe this was my second least favorite on the side. I will say that. It was track 1, side 1, which meant it didn't make a good impression going in.
And I think it was their biggest hit because it's the one that as soon as I heard it, I'm like, oh yeah, I've heard this fucking
I
song.
like your usage of the metric. My second least favorite. I'm really curious to hear what your third least favorite and your fourth least favorite was.
Yeah.
Let's see which Bread song was most listened to on Spotify.
All right.
Probably make it
It's
with
one of
you.
these ones because these are the best.
Oh man.
I would imagine. I can only imagine what the non-best.
There is a best of volume.
The non.
NAAN.
Yes.
Everything I Own has 318 million plays.
That's the.
Speaking
is
of,
that
that's the
one?
next track.
Make It With You has 280.
When that one that you just mentioned, what's that called again? Can you
Everything
say-
I Own.
Everything I Own. So when it got to the hook, like the chorus of that,
Yeah.
I had a reaction where I was like getting into it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a point where I was kind of grooving to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the second time, it totally fizzled out. When they got to the chorus again,
Yeah,
I
they
was
should
like,
have maintained the
okay,
energy.
I'm over this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
So that was a very
yeah.
short-lived
They kind of shot their wad.
thing.
Yeah. Well, they should have kept the they could have brought the energy down after the chorus into the second verse a little bit, but not all the way back down to the beginning.
Right, yeah.
Like they should have slowed down a little bit, but not like
Yeah,
all
that's
the way to like the boringness of the first verse.
sounds
Just like let it build. Don't just like bring it up and then bring it all the way back down. Just like start slow, do like the high energy chorus, and then go down a little bit, but like still keep like the propulsive momentum going forward, and then
Yeah. When it shifted into the chorus, I think it grabbed all of our attention. And then,
Yeah.
Then suddenly, oh, we're back to all right.
yeah.
This band sounds like more of a marketing commodity than a
Yeah.
bunch of guys that are trying to make music together.
Yeah, we're definitely just not the demographic.
Yeah, this is the one. This is the song that I wrote. It's like power pop without the power.
Yeah.
Or the pop, or
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
nuts, or the bolts, or whatever.
Yeah, but yeah, this one, while I criticize it, was my favorite track on the side.
Yeah, it was my favorite
Yeah.
on the track. It was my fourth least favorite
Yeah.
on the track.
It was the only one that I had a moment of not loathing.
I had a moment of enjoyment where I had my eyes closed and I was like shaking my head in the
like,
no sign,
grooving
but
there,
then
Brad.
like grooving into it. It was
Yeah, I
and then it
actually
was
said.
over.
I said it's
And
still.
you get mad when it goes away too, because you're like,
I said. I said actual energy still sucks, but go bread.
Yeah,
Go, Fred.
go bread.
All right, next one we already talked a little bit about, but
It's
we'll
fucking
expand on
terrible.
that.
Diary,
Diary.
worst song on the side. Diarrhea. Am I right?
Yeah, that one I got on my phone on that one. and
I said
started,
boring
like,
as hell,
really,
nothing to it.
just
Yeah.
Fuck that song.
There was no bass guitar, so nothing to grab me. No drums either.
I'm sure there was
It was nothing.
It was a
Yeah.
vocal melody with strings behind it, and
Yeah.
When I was grasping for something to like about it, the synth rising and falling was okay.
yeah, that's a
That was a stretch there, Steve. That was a big fucking stretch.
I don't.
He did say it was
Start a
grasping.
bread cover band, and we could call it Inbred.
Yeah.
There you go, album party, best of bread.
Best of bread.
Yeah, we can
Well,
raise the temp. You know
Dan
what?
has the falsetto voice; he can do it.
Yeah.
We'll play punk covers of bread songs.
I was gonna say we'd make all these songs like 45 seconds long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, I mean, they're already like 2-3 minute songs. So at a punk tempo, yeah.
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 Baby, I want you.
No, it's baby. I'm a want
You
you.
gotta say
Yeah,
it
you
with
have
kind
to
of
say
a-
that part.
like you're from
Yeah.
the streets.
I said
When you go to Starbucks and you don't
Yeah.
say, you don't say large.
Again,
Yeah.
It's not large, it's venti.
Baby, I'ma want you. All I said was heard it before. It sucks.
this one, I like this one a little better. Like, I like this one better than Diary. That Diary was my least favorite, but this one again, it had like some of the interesting bass stuff. It had a hook. Like, I won't listen to it again, and I got kind of annoyed when the falsetto vocals were following the bass line because it's like it felt like it was trying to.
I think it ruined the song.
Yeah, like it's just like let the bass line do its thing and have the vocals do something else because the bass line was the most interesting part, and then the fade out just kind of happened. It seemed like they were out of ideas and just ended the song.
That's why I said I heard it before. It sucks.
Yeah.
I think you're really, I think it's a bad sign if the bass line is the most interesting part of the song.
It really
That's
was the most interesting part.
Typically,
Like the guitar lead playing, I felt like had potential, but it wasn't quite there. I don't know. It was delivered kind of.
is that the one where I made the comment about the guitar sounds less exciting than the guitar solo from Sublime to what I got?
Yes.
Yeah.
When he says I could play the guitar like a motherfucking
Fucking
riot,
riot.
and then just falls on his face.
Yeah.
And I just found out that is actually not Bradley.
I was gonna
playing the
I was gonna
guitar
say
on
that.
he had passed away, and they recorded it after he had died. Someone else. Like
It
their
was
road
their roadie
Oh,
guy.
okay. So yeah, R.I.P. Bradley. No, I would have hated your music.
Yeah.
No, I liked him back. I liked that stuff back when I was in high school, but now I'm like definitely over all of that. I'd rather listen to a Sublime album than a Best of Bread album.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It don't matter to me. Think it kind of sums up.
That's how I feel about
yeah.
this record.
Yeah.
Yeah. My note was oops all ballads. I would listen to this
All ballads.
I would listen to the rhythm section in a different band.
I think I said. I think this is where I realized all the songs started with the title of the song, and what I wrote, and then I said "shoot me," and then I said the music swells are boring, and then I stopped writing, and I literally said the music swells are boring and ... like I just stopped writing.
I think
It's like that scene on Lord of the Rings where they get the tome and like they're reading through it, and you could see where the pin like trails off where he was murdered. You know?
Yeah.
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 Or
cool
in
story, Jake. I should be
um,
on more podcasts.
Yeah. After this, I'm going to go out of my way to make sure that I don't have a titular line in every song that I write.
well, or like in it's at the castle. Ah,
Yeah, exactly.
he must have died while writing. He wouldn't write. Ah, he would just say it.
As I've said for each of these songs, I said that the bass playing stands out. It's shifted to like a more up tempo part at a certain point that I thought kind of worked. And unlike Sean, I actually did like the swelling orchestra.
Yeah.
Before we go inflating the ego of the bass player, I just want to point out that the reason why the bass stands out is because there isn't really much else.
Yeah.
You know,
There's nothing else that has a lot of energy.
Bass player can still go fuck himself.
yeah. No, they're cool. I would hang out with them if they were like buying lunch.
Yeah.
I mean, the bass player is the bass player of Bread. I
wonder if he brags about that or if he keeps it to himself when he meets.
Oh, I bet he gets a whole lot of pussy at the nursing home for it.
This album does not.
See, this is me.
He's still alive, by the way.
Is he?
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
He'll probably come and flame us in the comments.
Yeah.
I know.
he's probably one of the 3 comments.
I bet you he's unsubscribed from your podcast.
He was in a band called The Pleasure Fair.
Oh no. How are they spelling fair?
F-A-I-R.
Oh, it'd be better if it was F-A-R-E, like Renaissance Fair.
It's soft rock / folk rock.
He'll probably come out and say he's the most proud of the bass line in Diary.
It's soft rock, as in it might need a little bit of Viagra.
All right, last song on this fucking side. If.
I liked like the little tremolo tape wobble thing at the beginning.
Yeah, that's
that came out throughout the whole thing. That's the only thing I remember about it.
It still sucks. It's
like a gimmick.
And I totally was like waiting for the vocal to come in, and I was like, and me and Jake, I was like, Jake, it's gonna say if, it's gonna say if, it's gonna say if, and if.
Yeah, and then I thought it sounded like the boring part of a wedding reception before they let the guests dance. So you're like watching, like the bride and her father, or the groom and his mother dance, and then like the couple dance. And then they haven't even let like the party dance yet because that gets a little more up tempo. And so it's just like, yep, we are sitting here watching other people dance so that we can dance to faster songs later.
It's the time when you're pounding beer so you can like
pounding beers to build up the confidence to dance.
So this side as a whole,
like, I'm not mad at it. Like, I can't be mad at this.
It's kind of
I
like
don't know.
It's kind of like the same feeling I have for Nickelback. It's like, it's just there.
It's there.
It's kind of like being mad about something you don't really care about. Like, I'm not going to say any current events.
Make careers out of that.
Yeah.
Obvious current events.
Yeah. Like, you can't be mad about that because it's a nothing burger.
I don't know. I got pretty worked up there for a moment.
Yeah.
I forgot to not care, but I don't know. It's just kind of boring.
You know
what I'll say though? At least the songs are short.
Yeah.
That's the most.
They never.
They don't.
I don't think any song.
Yeah.
I don't think any song was over 4 minutes long.
This side of the album is what Sean imagines Pablo Honey is like.
Yeah.
Well, I was about to say I've threatened Sean with the other Kiss member solo albums. Guess what Peter Criss's album sounds like?
This?
Yeah.
Well, guess
Is
what
he
I'm
the one
not
that did
listening.
Beth?
Yes. He's
There it is.
like if any of these songs were like 6 or 8 minutes, I would walk into traffic.
I would walk into traffic. I don't know. I've heard worse. I mean,
That's true. I guess.
I think that like contemporary Christian rock is like the worst form of music.
Yeah.
And if it was just this or whoever the fuck does that kind of stuff, I think I would choose this.
I'd rather listen to this than Hillsong.
I think I would just choose nothing. I would choose to be sit in
sounds
silence.
It sounds like he heard like contemporary soft Christian rock and went, What if we did that for everyone?
Yeah.
And I kind of like that.
Yeah. Which, yeah, go for that. You do you. You make
Adult contemporary,
Yeah.
easy listening music.
Yeah, you make that so that people who don't want to kill gay people can listen to music like that.
People that don't want to kill kids. I'm glad I'm not one of those people.
Yeah.
Wait. Hold on. I'm getting my algebra wrong.
Yeah.
I will say too, this album is very short. It's only 33 minutes long.
Nice.
I wonder what.
So the next side, like, there's no song over 3 minutes
Yeah.
long.
And I sometimes complain about albums like that, but not in this case.
Yeah.
So,
Wait, complain about what kind of album?
well, like Nashville Skyline, I think it's like 28 minutes long, and you like spend $20 on an album, and it's really pretty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
But
just,
it's not a lot.
it's
of
incredibly short.
Yeah. They leave you wanting more.
See, I don't know. I like
Nashville Skyline.
sometimes I like
is
it.
very short.
Sometimes I like it when albums are really short. And there's a song with the lyrics, "Now I want to sniff some glue. Now I just want to have something to do."
There you go.
But yeah.
Now I want
No,
to sniff some glue.
That sounds like something I can relate to.
Yeah.
You know, all of these kind of lovey-dovey tunes. I don't believe in love.
Yeah. I believe in sniffing glue. Yeah.
And that's the thing about bread. Like, if these songs were about sniffing glue, like if
Lobotomy.
I sniffed some glue,
Yeah.
it would be a lot better. It's the lyrics.
I want to make it with
Yeah.
glue.
Yeah.
Make it with glue.
All right.
That's where the Ramones got the idea.
All right,
Yes.
Steve, read the fucking song list.
All right. Side 2. We got Mother Freedom.
Mother Freedom.
Down on my knees.
Down on my knees.
Sucking
That's,
dick.
yeah, that one's about blowing.
boy.
It's about
Too much
cunnilingus.
love.
That's also about cunnilingus.
Let your love go.
That's also about cunnilingus.
Look what you've done.
That is about cunnilingus.
That's
if I've
about
ever heard.
finishing the guy off.
that one's about premature ejaculation.
And the next one's trucking.
That's about blowing a guy at a truck stop.
Well, I was thinking of that scene in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back when George Carlin.
you gotta make it with the head.
All right.
Oh my
If
god.
it'll
You
get
gotta
me
take
where I want to go, I'll take a shot in the mouth.
Yeah, I do think it is time for me to go, and it's not because I don't want to listen to side 2 of Best of Bread.
Bullshit.
Oh, you
Yeah.
get to leave.
It sounds like you're trucking.
Could you sum it up for us, or do you not remember?
It was a long time ago. It wasn't really memorable. It's all good. But
Yeah.
All right, well,
I bet trucking will be
I
up
think that
tempo.
would've stayed the same if you'd
Yeah.
listened to it.
Yeah. I'm gonna guess trucking's more up tempo than the rest of them.
I'm
I
hoping that,
bet
I'm
you
hoping that's the
not.
best song on the album.
I
that's
bet
their
you
ballad.
I
bet you they're all ballads.
I bet trucking's gonna be a little bit boogie woogie, but at like 60 beats per minute.
Compared to 40 beats.
With a really lazy guitar solo.
Yeah. Maybe there'll be a harmonica on trucking. Maybe a little bit of slide guitar.
Yeah, let's have at it. Let's get this
Yeah.
fucking let's rip the band-aid off.
Let's get this fucking show on the road. Let's get trucking.
Let's get down on our knees.
Let's get down on our knees and start pleasing Jesus.
All right, and we are back.
What the fuck was that?
That's surprising.
That was probably the best side recovery I've ever heard. I don't think I've heard an album that with a side one that I dislike so much.
I can honestly say that Bread is my favorite band I've ever heard ever in my life.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go
The
that
only
far.
other time I
honestly.
can think of that happening is when you and when me and you, Dave, enjoyed the side 2 of Diano's solo album better than the side 1.
Yeah.
But I would think I would even say these songs were better quality than even that shift. You know.
Even though they were still Bread and they still had some breadness to them, it was a far more interesting side of the record than
Yeah,
the first
like
side.
you both mentioned that the subject matter seemed kind of inauthentic.
Yeah.
There's a song called, what is it, Mother Freedom?
Mother Freedom. Yeah.
I'd like a knuckle tattoo of that.
Mother, how many fingers do you have?
It's not gonna work.
Have you been drawn by AI?
Hey, this is an AI image. His tattoo on his knuckles is Mother Freedom.
Yeah.
I remember I put it on and I'm like, it sounds like a completely different band.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It sounded like if Grand Funk Railroad and Jethro Tull were the same band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only like their singing was a little too polished for either of those bands.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I heard a little like Creedence, I heard a little Grand Funk, and I heard a little Jethro Tull.
Yeah.
And
I was
not a
very
bad combination of music.
impressed. I gotta say,
I think I'd rather go and listen to all of those bands instead of listening to this side again.
Yeah.
If I had to choose between listening to side B of this record or listening to one album of any of those bands you just mentioned, I would go with that. Although Grand Funk isn't really my favorite, but Jethro Tull and Creedence are definitely like I got mad respect for respect for Grand Funk, you know. They were the first band that ever played in the Quest Center.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
I told this story on, I think, during the Tom Petty episode, but me and my dad went and saw Grand Funk Railroad, and
At the
because
Quest
he had
Center?
at some festival in the middle of
Okay.
Iowa, and because of his handicap sticker, they gave us like awesome parking, obviously, but they also gave us our own little like booth in front of the stage where they like partitioned off the audience away from us, and so we had a front row view of the stage, and yeah, the Night Ranger guitarist, I think, thought we were like important, like festival organizers or something, because he kept
nice.
like coming up and playing at us and like, I'm Night Ranger
Playing
guitarist.
at you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Night Ranger.
Thanks, Night Ranger.
But I mean, overall, I like this side of music.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like it was fine.
They're
It-
I wasn't
yeah.
bored like the first side.
Their drummer came to life.
Yeah, when they let him play through an
He had a
entire
spiritual
song.
awakening.
It's like when you get those like little like foam dinosaurs that you put in water and they grow. That was their drummer here.
or like a boner pill.
Yes.
If bread
I had a
rocks for longer
meltdown.
than 4 hours, call a physician. What are you saying?
I had a fucking meltdown midway through this side because I'm like, what the fuck is this? Why? How the? What the fuck?
How can they recover from the first side?
I don't
because-
think they played a single ballad this whole time.
Yeah,
did
they-
They were two ballads, but I
I
also
must have
liked the
forgot.
ballads on this side more than the ballads on side one.
Like they were better than anything on this first side.
Their
Yeah.
drummer's really good.
Actually, you just take like the one song that we were kind of interested on the first Everything I Own and put it on side 2, and then like everything on side 2 was like better than
Yeah.
the whole. That would be the best album for Best of
For
Fred. Like it was like, what the fuck is going on here? This is way better than anything.
Yeah, what a weird.
It's
band.
still not like memorable. Like
It wasn't
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, but it was like actually
I'm not
enjoyable.
gonna
Yeah.
get a bread T-shirt.
Instead of gold, it was bronze.
Yeah, I would wear.
Well, instead of like a shit sandwich, it was like, a vomit sandwich or something, you know?
No, it
That
was
sounds worse.
no. Instead of like a shit
face.
sandwich, it was just like a gas station
Just a regular
sandwich. Yeah,
sandwich.
Yeah.
With bread.
with bread.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was weird, man. I had like such a
I was kind of dreading this side.
yeah,
And then
I was like
The titles weren't promising.
yeah. But
Honestly, I was expecting every single one of these to be
there
a
was some
syrupy
real
ballad,
development.
except for Truckin'. Truckin' was what I thought it was going to sound like.
There was some really cool like development sections where the bass and the drums really got to kind of wig out together, and I was like, oh
Yeah.
good rhythm section. I can't get behind this band's vocals.
Yeah, like
yeah, the vocalist is shit.
It's like really it's nice. It sounds like the guy sings well in the backup harmonies. But yeah, it's just like I've kind of heard other stuff.
You don't believe him
Yeah.
when he's singing
Yeah.
about it.
That's a good way to say it.
Like I said, like earlier, I compared it to Tom Petty, where all of his love songs, like, oh, yeah, I believe all that.
Yeah,
it's like well, and then like the details of Tom Petty's love songs too, kind of also are what make them seem so authentic. Like it was early summer when we sat on your roof, we smoked cigarettes and looked at the moon. That's like you feel that moment.
Right.
Well, with this, it's like generic, nothing.
Tom Petty sounds like he had his heart ripped out of his chest and fed back to him, by the chick,
Right.
This sounds like these guys all met at the audition.
Yeah. They're a creation of the record label of Elektra. We see you, Elektra.
They met at the movie The Audition, starring James Franco, about Kim Jong-il. No, Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong-il.
Yeah.
Is Kim Jong-il in that movie?
No.
his
He's
son was.
dead.
Yeah.
My buddy Caleb made me this painting back a long time ago. It has Kim Jong-il with a pair of sunglasses on and these huge ass headphones, and he's like
Nice.
smiling really big, and it says Kim Jong Thrill.
Nice.
That's pretty neat.
I want to I think I once saw somewhere on the internet, I wish I knew where, someone had like Kim Jong-il and then just with the same font as the Beastie Boys, and it said "License to Ill" but with one L.
That's cool.
All right, track by track. So yeah, Mother Freedom. I put the needle on. I'm like, I had to look at the record to make sure I didn't put the wrong one on, even though all I did was flip it over.
Yeah.
And then I remember, Dave, you came out of the bathroom. You're like, "What is this? A different band?"
Yeah.
That sounded
Yeah,
like
you're
it
like,
sounded
what?
a
Did you
completely
did you put the wrong record on?
Yeah.
Motherfucker?
Yeah.
Like I went to the bathroom expecting to just miss like some slow plucked guitar
I
strings.
thought you were gonna say I went to the bathroom just expecting to miss the toilet.
Yeah. I did miss the toilet. Good luck tomorrow, Steve. I'm not going to tell you what I hit
I
instead.
didn't wash my hands.
Yeah.
Sigh.
Yeah, it had energy. It actually had a distorted guitar. I was like, what the fuck is this? It sounded like a 70s rock band.
Yep.
No, it does sound like he heard Credence and went, "Oh man, we should get in on that." But
Yeah.
And Credence does protest songs. What's a subject we can do that sounds like a protest song, but it's completely inoffensive? Mother Freedom. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, decent rocker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could just see
Shot
on
of adrenaline.
I could just see on the lyric sheet for Mother Freedom, it's like the word fucker is crossed out and freedom is like sketched over the top of it. You know?
Yeah.
Like we were gonna call it something else, but I got bills to pay, Jack.
That's probably what it was.
All right, the next one, Down on My Knees. I was dreading this one just because of the title,
Yeah.
because I was expecting a small or a syrupy ballad, but no, it was another decent rocker. In fact, I think I liked the rocking in that one more than the previous song.
This
Yeah,
one sounded like more authentic than the first one.
Yeah. I think I might remember this song tomorrow, actually.
Right?
Yeah.
These are the last times I'm listening to these.
Oh yeah, I'm never listening to this record again. But
I was gonna say.
I have other stuff I gotta listen to.
Yeah, it is my record, but it's now Steve's because I'm not taking it home.
Yeah, I'm like looking around this room and there's like so many like just great records like out. Like
Yeah.
I could see how a record like this would just get buried and never see the light of day. Like in so many different people's record collections, you know.
Oh, I think Steve is just gonna be tossing this one or
Yeah.
something.
like I
I
looked.
have 2 copies because my dad had one.
Yeah. Like
When
I'm
it rains, it pours,
Yeah.
you know.
like I'm looking over there and I see Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. Then I turn my head to the left a little bit and see Piper at the Gates of Dawn. And it's like, yeah.
Which one are we listening to? Mine or your dad's?
Yours. I forgot to grab his
okay.
the other day.
So yeah, Down on My Knees sounded like Credence and rocker. It was
Yeah.
actually better than it should have been.
Pretty good.
And
I give it a B plus.
I give it a
Yeah.
2 out of 2, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's all either 1 or 2 for me. you
I
know?
would definitely not switch to the radio station if I heard it while driving that U-Haul down to Kansas City.
If there was any of the songs on the other side of the record, I've never heard any of those songs all the way through on the other side
Yeah.
of the record, and I've never heard any of these songs at all.
no.
These
Yeah.
were not radio friendly songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost wonder, like, I feel like they compiled side 1 for a different audience than side 2. Like, and, you know, we mentioned, like, this is the kind of album our parents would listen to. So I bet this was a compromise record for a lot of parents. Like, you know, the mom that's a soft rocker and the dad that's a hard rocker, you know?
Yeah.
Fun for the whole family.
Fun for the whole family. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one, Too Much Love. it was a ballad, but it actually had some moments.
No such thing.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
it,
I said it was
Too much
better
love,
than
no
everything
such
on side one.
yeah. It had like hooks to it. It sped up sometimes when it felt like it, and then it didn't immediately just kill the energy afterwards. Yeah, this one, like, it was a better constructed ballad.
I got a little. These guys' ballads kind of. I get a little attention deficit whenever.
Yeah, it still sucked, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
No, it was actually. It didn't suck, but I'd give it a.
I'd give it a
D
solid-
plus.
A
No,
solid 3 out of 3 men.
Yeah, I'd give it a middle C.
A middle C.
Not like the note, but just like a C.
Yeah.
Like C's get degrees.
Yeah.
Like my high school transcription.
Yes.
We should start doing that, like giving songs like grades.
Yeah.
That would be kind of funny. Let Your Love Go.
I actually really like this.
Yeah, this one was my favorite on the whole record.
I think this is the one where I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
This is where I literally wrote, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it had like a boogie woogie groove, kind of Jethro Tull vibes.
Yeah.
Like I actually really enjoyed this song and could see myself putting it on a mix or something.
The harpsichord that really annoyed me, and on the first side, I think that was on Diary. Whichever song had the harpsichord, yeah.
Diary,
yeah.
Cha-cha-cha.
Yeah, like
Diarrhea.
it sounded good on this. They were like they brought it in late to add like some like arpeggios to add some texture and some like forward momentum to the whole thing. This is the only song on the record I can see myself listening to again.
But probably won't.
Probably won't.
Yeah, I have some cool stuff that I just recently got. So sorry, bread.
Sorry, Brad.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe if I'm feeling nostalgic for the podcast at some point, and I'm like, oh, I remember when we reviewed that album when.
Well, don't you re-listen to every album that we do an episode on as you're editing it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll do it this time.
You're like,
I wouldn't blame you.
necessary.
Yeah.
Is that
You'll just play this song on a loop while you're editing the podcast until you're sick of it, which will be like after 2
The
times.
one song. Well,
Yeah.
maybe this side I'll put on again.
Yeah.
I could see that, but I really don't care to hear the first side ever again. Next one, they kind of went back to the ballad territory, but it was more like a country ballad. Like I like the folksy country
What's
vibe
this
of that
one
one.
called?
Look at what you've done.
Look what you've done.
Look what you've done.
Look what you did, you little jerk.
I liked his
think
vocal
that scene
delivery.
alone.
And then I liked the part where it like picked up tempo.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
that was my favorite part of this song.
And then it had like really good organ playing during that part. I would also compare this one to Jethro Tull.
Yeah. It was fine.
That's weird that I was listening to Jethro Tull on the way over here.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm
You
listening to
knew.
something that's a lot different than what I'm about to listen to.
And little did you know it was
Yeah.
gonna be almost the same. No.
Who's the asshole now?
You.
It always has been. It's always been.
Look what you've done. You've been the asshole.
I think that. Well, yeah. This side is this was cool. I don't.
And then
I don't have
trucking.
anything to add. I wanted to add something and I didn't have anything.
How about
so-
trucking? What do you have to
Trucking.
say about trucking?
Truckin', I was worried because this was the first time the strings were back, and I'm not against strings in songs. I like a lot of songs with strings, but the strings are like the over reliance on string swells are kind of what made the first side so boring.
I felt like this was another like the Mother Freedom and Truckin' were like
Yeah.
very inauthentic.
Yeah, like they were trying
Yeah.
to appeal to an audience.
Yeah,
Honestly, it was probably my least favorite song on the side.
yeah. Like
Yeah, I think so too.
the strings came back and I was like, oh god, is it going to be like side one? And
they
then
kind of faked us out.
yeah, then it faked us out and it was like a fast rocker, and like occasionally his vocal delivery like actually had a snarl to it, which I liked. But
His harmonica.
Yeah.
It sounded like if Bob Dylan was very good, like, or not very good at the harmonica, but a lot more intentional.
yeah,
about-
rather than yeah.
Exactly.
I-
But I would rather listen to any Bob Dylan song than this. But
I would.
yeah.
So, like, Bob Dylan would be a real serious palate cleanser here.
Yeah.
I also noticed the drummer was utilizing that kind of like freight train sound, like Johnny Cash's band used.
It is called trucking.
Yeah.
So appropriate for the song. But yeah, probably my least favorite on this side.
Yeah.
I kind of had hopes for it, but that's probably just because I was thinking of Deep Purple Space Trucking.
Well, and that I was expecting every other song to be a ballad, and then every other song wasn't.
True.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's like when they were is this gonna be the one where they spring the ballot? And sometimes they would even fake us out, like, gotcha,
Gotcha,
thought it was
bitch.
gonna be a ballad, huh?
Yeah.
It's a rocker.
Yeah, but this, to me this sounded like the Eagles trying to do trying to do like a Creedence song.
Okay, I just want to say though, the Eagles. I'm not an Eagles fan, but the Eagles probably rocked harder than Bread.
Probably did, yeah. These are, like people will like say different bands are the shitty Beatles. This is the shitty Eagles.
Shitty Eagles. That is the best way. I've been trying to think of something to compare it to the whole time, and I think the shitty Eagles is like really good.
I
Yeah,
actually think we were pretty close when we said it was proto yacht rock.
yeah.
It's pretty close to proto yacht rock.
Although
I tell by their mustaches and their feathered hair.
I do deserve a medal for predicting that Trekkin would have a harmonica on it. No one else could have possibly guessed that would happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're like Sean and you just randomly have this record materialize into your collection, maybe put it on
break
side 2 when you're cleaning or something.
Yeah,
but
maybe
if
maybe
bored
listen.
and
Yeah,
you want to become more bored,
Yeah.
listen to side 1.
yeah. Maybe if you don't want to take us at our word on this, listen to it and regret it. Who knows?
Maybe
Yeah.
hate yourself and
Yeah.
just, you want to commit suicide, just listen to the first side.
If you really like Beth by Kiss, you would love side
Yeah.
1. If you like Peter Criss's solo album, you'd like side 1.
If you,
The first side was
yeah.
pretty sappy.
Yeah.
It was pretty. No.
I'm going to get censored for that
Yeah.
one, aren't I?
if you,
I didn't hear what you said.
I said something about committing suicide. I don't remember.
yeah. If you, if you want, I don't know, if you want to listen to, if you like the ballad styles of like Big Star, but don't like it that they have like real emotion and pain behind it, listen to this.
So I was gonna say that's kind of my takeaway from this. This is like the most polished. Like even the side that was quote unquote rocking, maybe it's because we were like so used to the other side. We were like, what the fuck is going on? This is like the most like user, like you are not going to offend any person whatsoever.
It's the safest music I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say this: I like the album as a whole a lot better than Pyromania.
Yeah, I would rather listen to this than Pyromania.
Yeah, you got me there.
Yeah.
I think this. If you are online with your bank and your insurance company and one of these songs comes on, go
Yeah.
ahead and just wait until the representative picks up the phone. And then
Yeah.
that should be good.
Yeah.
Then that should do it.
I mean, that's what it sounds like. Elevator music.
Yeah. It is, yeah.
At least, especially side 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would give side 1 a D and side 2
C++.
B minus.
I'd give it a C.
I'd give it a C.
I was gonna say I'd give it a C.
I guess I'm generous.
Yeah.
Yeah, side 1 gets like an F.
Yeah.
Allow it to take some retakes and make up some extra credit, but I'd be like, come on, man, you're not even trying.
Side 1 gets an F plus, just because there was that one moment,
Yeah.
and then side 2 gets a C minus.
I would give Let Your Love Go like a B minus.
Yeah, that was probably because that was the best song.
Yeah. Like
I mean, I
easily.
will say we were not expecting to like anything about this.
Yeah.
album,
That's
so.
true.
Yeah.
Okay, so because it surprised me, it needs to die. I really, really hate it for surprising me.
So when are we gonna do Best of Bread Volume 2?
I think I already know what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a volume 2?
Yes, there is. I saw that like when I was looking up the
Is it just the rest of their songs?
Yeah.
Yeah, every song that didn't make it on volume 1's on volume 2.
Join us in season 15 when we're out of ideas. All right, so that was the best of bread, and this is the end of the season. So before Jacob showed up, we were bullshitting a little bit about the season as a whole. So I figured let's circle back around to that. I'm looking at the top episode list here, and let's first talk about our number 1 episode, the Slipknot episode.
Oh man, I haven't listened to it.
Well,
I'm glad
I haven't
wasn't here
either.
for that. I don't like the band Slipknot.
No, yeah, they're not my thing. It was interesting to talk about, and
we did their first demo album before they were famous and had Corey Taylor as a vocalist, and so they didn't know who they were yet. And as a result, it was a very eclectic.
I don't think
collection of music.
I think because they didn't know who they were because they all wear masks.
yeah, there was. Yeah, there was a degree to which they were trying to do like a Mr. Bungle type thing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
A lot of those bands back then, it's like you listen to them and you're like, okay, I think I'd just rather listen to the Mr. Bungle albums.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of wanted to talk about the statistics on that one because like I shared it with Dave one day and he sent back that meme of the guy going, I guess.
Yeah.
And so I dug further into like what platforms people are listening to the episodes on, and most of the time it's Overcast and Podcast Addict. I looked at the statistics for the Slipknot episode, and it's all like Spotify and like Deezer listeners for the most part. So my theory is people are looking for that album to stream. They don't see the album to stream because Slipknot won't put it on streaming because they're embarrassed of it. And so we're just kind of the consolation prize.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
So
you get, instead of listening to an album that you're trying to find, you get a bunch of people bagging on a band that you like. You know.
But our second most popular episode, which was the most popular episode of the season, was the Dinosaur Jr. episode,
Oh, all right.
which you were on.
Yeah, that was a fun one. I really like that album a lot. I've listened to it quite a lot of times since.
Like when we released that one, it got like 100 listeners like almost immediately. Like we never see it build that fast usually. So we were kind of surprised by that, and it took a while to get overtaken. Like Slipknot was kind of a grower. It just snaked its way up to the top like almost out of nowhere.
I think one of the reasons why it did get some listens, I think it's much more people who are looking for the first record on Spotify and then not seeing it, accidentally finding the podcast.
Yeah.
But I do think there's some degree to which the fact that we kept referring back to it because of all the nodding jokes. Wolf penises.
Yeah, the wolf penis joke became a kind of a running gag, and I think we're tired of it now. But,
anything about the wolf penis joke?
you're gonna have to listen to the Slipknot episode because we're not telling the story.
Oh, that I thought you were.
Yeah.
When you were just saying that, I thought you were talking about the Dinosaur Jr. album. I was like, that is not anything I remember.
Oh,
No, the Dinosaur Jr. episode, like, I'm glad that's our biggest one of this season because that is kind of one of my favorite episodes.
I'm not, because I'm not on that motherfucker.
Well,
damn, no one likes Sean.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what's
Sean.
the next one you were on, because let's see, it was Heavy Metal, then it was Viagra Boys,
Nope.
and then
Viagra, boys.
Judgment Night,
Nope.
the soundtrack, not the movie.
That was, yeah.
I listened to that one. That one was fun. I listened to the album, and then I would listen to the side, like when you guys shut it off, I would listen to the side of the record. But it was kind of a weird thing because I was streaming the album. I don't have the record, Judgment Night, and I think the CD is different than the record, right?
It probably was going in the CD order.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was different. It's something we even talked about on it after we looked at
All
it.
right.
Well, I guess you're right, Sean, because the most popular episode with you is the Pyromania episode.
That was last season.
Yeah. What was the
Wow.
most for this
Is
season?
Pyromania the one with like pour some sugar on me?
No, that's Hysteria.
Okay.
That one was the one with what's that fucking song? The
I don't think it's even in the top 10, but
Photograph.
the most popular episode you were on, Sean, was the Ozzy Osbourne episode.
I wish I could.
Photograph was on.
Yeah.
And Rock of Ages.
Rock of Ages, that's the one. Inte Glinte Goblin Globe.
Times was the thing. There was an Onion article, and it showed the picture from the guy from Def Leppard, the drummer. And
Yeah.
It says, drummer from Def Leppard would love to talk about fucking anything else. I gotta say, I gotta give that guy props.
Yeah.
I saw Def Leppard for losing his fucking arm and then figuring out a way to like still be in like a.
See, I always
really
see it a different
successful-
way. I always see it a different way.
Go on.
He lost an arm and no one noticed.
Oh. Well. There is that.
Like he lost his arm, no one noticed, and they kept going.
I'm sure the guys in Def Leppard are nice guys, but I do gotta say that one of the most forgettable concerts I've ever been to ever, and this was before I drank and did drugs. I saw Bryan Adams and Def Leppard in Lincoln at the
Oh my
baseball
God.
field in Lincoln, and I gotta say it was just like, for me, quite a yawn fest. I don't know, like I don't feel. I'm sure they're nice guys, but that's just not my kind of music. You know what I mean? Either of those things, Bryan Adams and Def Leppard are not my thing. So maybe it's me.
I think Bryan Adams gets too much of a pass for the summer of '69.
I think that song sucks.
I'm not saying that it's a good song. I'm saying he gets too much of a pass for that song.
Yeah.
Like people love that fucking song. And then like they forget that everything else he does is like terrible.
I actually think that the god awful Robin Hood Prince of Thieves song that everyone hates is better than the Summer of '69.
Oh, I love it because I used to make fun of my dad because my dad liked that song. Because everything I do, I do it for you. I'd be like, so Dad, so when he takes a shit,
does he do it for you?
He does it for her.
Yeah.
Dad's like, shut the fuck up, Sean.
I think my favorite memory from this season is us getting sick of Jerry Cantrell.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I missed that. What album or which one was that from?
We did Degradation tapes. Trip. And
it's like doing like 5 albums in one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were very sick of Jerry Cantrell by the end of that.
Yeah. Like there's a good single album and all that.
But then it's like 3 albums or 4 albums.
Well,
It's 4 albums worth of music.
Yeah,
like if it was an
'cause-
LP, it would be 3 albums worth of music, but it's 2 CDs.
Yeah, and like each CD is like an hour long or something like that. It's like first CD is like is like 67 minutes and the second is like 71 minutes long. So it's like a 2-hour album.
Yeah.
And then
felt that way
like
about the Guns N' Roses Use Your Illusion albums. That was just like way too much all in one dose. I felt like that was like not just like 1 albums and 2 volumes. It was like 4 albums that could have been like distributed over the course of a full decade rather than just like, what was that, like 1991 or 1992?
Yeah.
it was 91, I think, because it came out right at
Right as Terminator 2 is coming out.
Yeah. And the fun, and I think the Use Your Illusion albums, like, it's kind of funny because you're like saying that, they could have distributed. Well, look how long it took them to release Chinese Democracy, huh?
And I heard that was the same thing, but just like over 20 years later. So they just didn't have the steam that
Or
they had
the
back
Slash.
then. Slash. Steam was their first drummer.
I think I'm gonna bring in Chinese Democracy during the bad album season.
Oh, definitely. That's
because I
legendarily
actually
bad.
When you guys do
but
the
it's not as bad
albums,
as
you should
people-
do
yeah.
Michael Jackson's album Bad, not because it's a bad album, but it's titled Bad.
I think it's
we
a
should
bad,
do that as a relief from bad albums.
Or Bad Motorfinger.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We already did that one, though.
Oh, that's a great
Yeah.
album.
I think it's
I was
not
on
a
that
good
one.
Guns N' Roses album, but it's probably a good Axl Rose album.
Yeah.
I think that the album Appetite for Destruction is one of the greatest rock albums ever.
I think I agree.
That's like one of the most. It's like it was like in the middle of the like dumb hair metal thing, but these guys were dangerous. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, they definitely they tuned that album to perfection.
That was great.
Yeah.
Sean, do you have any this season podcast memories that you'd like to share?
Yeah, I think the feeling like waterboarded from doing Jerry Cantrell.
So the same as mine.
Yeah, I thought I really enjoyed the Tom Petty episode. I thought that was really great to do for your dad.
Yeah, that was a good tribute to your dad. Yeah.
That might be my favorite episode this season.
Watching your reaction to the Violent Femmes was very enjoyable for me.
Yeah.
Because he had never heard the first album by the Violent Femmes.
That's also
and he was like he had no idea really what to expect, and he was blown away by that album.
Yeah, when I re-listened to it, I particularly enjoyed hearing it again.
One of my favorite memories from this season is when we did System of a Down's first album. And like we had my friend Laura from work and Clayton on the podcast, and Clayton had to leave halfway through because his cat Cannoli had like brutally murdered a mouse in his bathtub, and his girlfriend was texting him freaking out about it.
Which album was that?
The first System of a Down one, like the self-titled one.
It's
yeah,
the way they would have wanted it.
Yeah.
That's fucking great.
I did like another good memory of this season is I really did like when we when I played the Para Ubu singles comp for Sean, because it's like, hey, I'm about to make all of my own songwriting seem a whole lot less original now by playing this band. Yeah,
I did like that comp.
Yeah,
I liked the Ozzy tribute album we did too.
Yeah, that was pretty
fun.
cool.
That was fun.
With Clayton.
Yeah,
Clayton.
I liked the It was fun to do the Viagra Boys one. That was the newest album we've ever done on the show because it had been released the previous week.
Yeah, and that one's snaking up there in views too. That could potentially be a number one at some point.
Yeah.
I kind of wish I would have been there for the Dinosaur Jr. album, because you guys talk about that album still.
I remember you were mad that we did the season opener without you two, the Funhouse.
Actually, you know which one I was more mad about was you did the one with Pete. What's his face? Jim Carroll Band.
Oh yeah, and Pete didn't even like it, and like Steve and I both liked it, and you would have liked it, and so I was like, yeah.
Well, I've heard the album before,
Yeah.
but I love that album. And I started saying, like, at practice, I started saying they died.
Yeah.
One of the most memorable things for me that I wasn't expecting was that I finally had a platform to express my contempt for the band Kiss. I feel like I got to evangelize to a little more broad audience instead of me just like screaming in my car whenever they come on the radio.
Well, we'll probably be doing one of their albums next season.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have.
I think the Alive album might be a fun one to do.
Yeah.
On there, I'll tell you everything.
We'll have like a spectrum because Clayton likes Kiss, so we'll have Clayton and me on the enjoys spectrum, and then everybody else not so much.
It'll be like Crossfire.
Yeah.
It'll be like those stupid Jubilee debates where me and Clayton will be in the center, and
You and Clayton will be Jordan Peterson. We'll be you and Clayton will be Jordan Peterson, and the rest of us will be a bunch of college atheists arguing with you.
I also enjoyed watching Jacob enjoy Joy Division.
Yeah.
For the first time.
I listened to that album a lot.
That album is so good.
I am new to the Joy Division album, and that was really fucking cool.
Actually, watching both you and Steve, because Steve hadn't heard it either, and you guys, I could tell you both were like, "Holy shit, this is awesome!"
I knew it would be up my alley.
Yeah, that album changed my life, like, too, and
yeah, it's like one of those top 10 fucking albums, like, you know, best album I ever heard.
It's acclaimed for a reason.
Yeah,
you should listen to that. If you're listening to this podcast, you should listen to that.
Joy Division, Unknown Pleasures, best fucking album.
And then while you're at it, also listen to Closer and Substance.
They are known now.
Pleasures are now known.
Yeah.
I will say though, Nuclear Days was a really nice album to listen to because, you know, I think that band deserved better.
Yeah, they did.
Turning
Japanese was the worst song on that album.
That was the funny thing though. Like, like you said, Turning Japanese was the worst song on the album. But after listening, because I think we listened to Nuclear Day and then we listened to All Mod Cons.
We did all mod cons first because I wanted to do all mod cons first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I could see how they kind of were overshadowed by the Jam.
Yeah.
Because they do sound very similar, like very similar bands, and they were on the same label.
Yeah.
So that a label is going to be like, well, I got two bands that sound identical.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to promote one and kind of drop the other.
Yeah. Well, what's a funny thing about the about Nuclear Days too was we had someone who loved that album like comment on Steve posting it on Bluesky, and they had never heard the Jam, and so we told Steve told them about the episode about the Jam, and that guy listened to all the mod cons and hated it. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Not the episode, hated the album. It's like, okay, I don't understand you now. You don't make sense to me as a person, but yeah.
I thought it was a good album.
Yeah.
I still need to go back and listen to more Jam.
Setting Suns is my favorite of their albums, but All Mod Cons is also like great. And there's a reason why All Mod Cons is the one that I own on vinyl. But yeah.
Well, I think it's so like the Para Ubu episode, that album actually got me to listen to their first album, Modern
Dance. Yeah.
So,
which we covered in the first season with Dan.
Yeah. Because you told me you guys had covered it in the first season, so I was like, I'll check that out. So yeah, which I thought that was a good album. So yeah.
Weird album, but a great album.
Yeah,
yeah, they're totally like, you can tell.
the
Pixies influence, or
yeah,
Frank Black was like listening to Para Ubu.
Yeah, like a lot. Yeah.
All right. Well, that was season 2.
It's a wrap.
We'll be doing some EP episodes that kind of keep the lights on in between. So keep an eye out for those. But want to thank everybody that's tuned in for tuning in. It's been really fun doing this. I think it's not only been, just fun to hang out with my friends and stuff and talk about records, but it's also had a really profound impact on my songwriting and my production work. So yeah, I've really enjoyed this project.
Yeah, and I was telling Dave too, real quick, that doing this has actually made me appreciate more like the two sides of an album. Before, I used to just always listen to a whole album before. Yeah. Now I actually appreciate more like the side 1, the side 2, or side A, B, whatever you do. Yeah. I say A and B, by the way. So I'm going to be the side C. Yeah, motherfucker.
I like to say side 1, side 2 for full length LPs because of this is going to be a really nerdy thing that no one cares about, but because of the distinction of like a B side to a single. So like I'll talk about singles as side A, side B, and like LPs as side 1, side 2 to make the distinction easier in my mind. Like either works. You see LPs that will label it side A, side B a lot, but yeah. Nerd. Yeah.
Anyways,
that's not why I'm a nerd.
Yeah.
But no, I think that's kind of what doing this show has actually taught me, is the art of a side A and side B, or side 1 and side 2, you know.
I just like how it's like sitting down with a record and just kind of having that be the event that you're doing. I think it's very common for people to put on some music while they're doing this, that, or the other thing. And I just think that I love sitting down with a record, reading all the lyrics, looking at who was on it, looking at who engineered it, the artwork, everything involved. I just love it. You know, I just did that with, for my birthday, I got the Lola and Power Man versus Money Go Round by the Kinks.
Ooh, love that album.
I got to like just fucking blast it, and then I was like, if I ever do one of these episodes where I get to pick the record, it would have to be Lola and the Power Man versus the Money Go Round by the Kinks.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
would totally be on that.
That is
I love that album.
that is kind of a preview of next season because we're going to try to have guests bring records more than we have in the past.
Mm.
It's just been like a lot of the reasons why it's mainly just Steve and I bringing stuff is because
It's my
Well, sometimes
Yeah.
we'll have people cancel on us,
yeah,
Oh yeah.
and so it's just easy for us to revert
Have
to.
something
Yeah.
loaded up.
Yeah.
yeah,
I get
Especially
that.
like Sean usually joins us after practice, so that's
Yeah.
not usually an issue. So a lot of times it's just like, all right, Sean, we're doing this album.
yeah.
Well, I think I'm gonna start being more of a regular.
Yeah.
But when you come back with season 3, probably in a couple months, yeah, we'll be rotating between me and Dave like usual, but I've included Sean in that rotation, and then we'll have guest albums as well. So
Yeah.
and then that will all lead up to the opening of the season after that, where we'll be doing Metal Machine Music, Saint Anger, and Lulu. It's kind of funny that it ended up being the opener for the Bad Album season.
Yeah. But it'll be the 98th, 99th, and 100th episodes.
Which means we're gonna have to find a finale for a bad album that's
Bad album
more bad
finale?
than those albums.
I have some ideas for the Bad Album finale, but I don't want to say them on mic because I kind of want to leave that as a surprise, maybe.
Ooh,
But if anybody has any suggestions,
a bad album suggestion.
let us know.
Yeah.
Huh? A bad album.
Don't say it
suggestion.
on mic.
Oh, don't say it on mic. Okay, I'll
Alright.
get back to you. I'll have my people contact your people.
Yes.
I am my people.
All right. Dave and Sean and I are in a band called the Alliterates. I've got a solo project called Kill Rock. Dave released an album with Gong Farmer that's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Oh, I got something. To plug.
And yeah, Jacob.
I'm playing in the band Robo Dojo at the Reverb Lounge on October 18th.
Nice.
And that'll be really cool. We'll have some t-shirts and for sale, and we'll have some CDs for sale, and it'll be just a fun time. I also teach, so if you're looking for if you're looking to expand your music knowledge, then let me know, because I'd love to help you.
So when's the album party show for the Best of Bread?
April 1st, 2026.
Show up. Tickets are expensive, so Venmo me.
Yeah.
What he's really saying is y'all gotta commit to this up front before I'll do it.
Oh, April 1st on 2026 is Passover, so you could call it the Unleavened Bread Show.
Unleavened bread. I think we just listened to
Yeah.
the unleavened bread.
Yeah.
You lost that unloving bread. So
back that.
fuck off.
Bring back that leavened feeling.
Yeah.
And then yeah, before we close out, I wanted to thank all the other guests we've had this season: Mario, Pete, Clayton, Kyle, Dan, other Jake, Gun Jacob.
Yeah.
Gun Jacob.
Gun Jacob.
I'm glad that I'm not Gun Jacob, and I'm
Yeah.
sure Gun Jacob's nice.
He's talking about my
We'll
penis.
pair you up sometime.
Yeah,
The
we-
two
we-
Jacobs.
We really should pair up the two Jacobs because you would like Gun Jacob.
The Jakes.
Yeah.
Bringing in the big guns, or well.
Laura, Jarrett, I already said Kyle, Jimmy, Colby, and Adam. So yeah.
Oh,
thanks to all of you.
Did you say Andrew from Naked Ray Gun one?
I think I said Andy, but
Oh yeah, Andy. Yeah.
Andy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And did you say Andrew from our band?
That guy's cool. That guy
I
said,
gotta
Yeah.
censor that out.
that guy
'cause he doesn't
said
want
one of
his
the
full name.
funniest jokes
Yeah.
ever. I just want to share this moment that I had with Andrew that I really like a lot. It was when his wife was with their second child, before their second child was born, and they have a child already. And I said, "Do you know if it's a boy or a girl?" And Chelsea said, "I don't know." And Andrew said, "Well, if it's a boy, I think I'd like to call it Boyatrice."
Yes.
She didn't laugh as hard as I did.
That's another funny memory is when we were doing a double header because Pete's hard to book sometimes, and so we were doing Grateful Dead's "Working
Oh
Man's
yeah, I
Dead"
listened to that one
with
Andrew.
Andrew, and then Pete walks in like while we're listening to the side two, and I jokingly asked if he wanted a mic, and he's just like, like no self-respected punk would ever ever participate in
A Grateful Dead podcast.
Yeah.
That's funny.
There was only one song on that though that I thought was boring. So I thought that was a good record. Yeah.
Yeah, I
What
thought that
song
was
did
really
you
good.
think was boring?
Which one was that? It wasn't even until the second side.
Was it Casey Jones? That's
No, I enjoyed Casey Jones. It was fuck. Give me a second.
It was fuck.
Oh, was it in the? It's like the ballad.
Yeah,
Yeah, that song is a little.
Do you just have something
was a
against
little,
ballads?
I kinda
this
do.
Particular ballad is not impressive. I know some really good ballads. I've heard such good ballads that when I hear like just kind of a phoned in ass ballad, I'm kind of like, all right, there's better songwriters for ballads. You know?
I
I
thought
listen to Grateful Dead for their ballads.
Yeah. I thought Black Peter got kind of boring and didn't really say anything with the story. I think that was it. Yeah.
What is it? It was the one that was like in the something of my days. I don't know the name of the song, but I think it is on the second side and it is a ballad. In the attics of my mind or in the attics of my something. Is that it? Anywho,
you can always listen to that episode if you want to know my thoughts on it.
I have listened to that episode. It was very nice.
You have to listen to it again then.
I would.
To
I would
ref-
rather listen to that episode again than listen to that Bread album ever again.
Yeah.
You know,
We should break it just to
break some bread together.
Yeah.
We'll break the bread.
Break the bread. Me and my friends, we broke bread. How could
So-
you say that to me, Sean? After we broke bread together.
Yeah.
All right.
Snap.
I've
never-
All right. Follow us on Patreon for our dick pics. All right.
Yeah. Follow us on OnlyFans.
OnlyFans on
do we
sale.
want to preview what we're gonna bring in next season?
I don't want to say everything that I'll bring, but I will.
Well, I know I'm gonna bring in Peter Capaldi, the Doctor Who, basically. He released some really cool albums.
Yeah.
And I got one of those on vinyl, so I think that'll be the first one I bring in for the season.
I think the first one that I'm going to bring next season, since I have talked about bringing it already, is I'm going to bring Knife Man by AJJ. Knife Man, very good album.
I think the first one I'm gonna bring in is Berlin by Lou Reed.
Nice.
You know what I should bring as a pairing to that would be, Big Science by Lou Reed's wife, Laurie Anderson. Right? Are
Yeah.
you familiar with that?
Yeah.
I haven't
It's
heard
a
it.
really. I just got that album a couple of days ago, and it's pretty good. I like it. I listened to the whole thing very loud while I was playing video games. It was super fun.
Nice. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that would be a good one. But yeah.
Probably bring in Lord Such's live album, which I bought around the same time I bought his first one. So.
Yeah.
that's a cool knuckle tattoo idea.
Lord Such.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then at some point next season, I am going to bring Mulchot Doma and make someone read the back of the album and read all the songs that are in Belarusi. So yeah.
Belarusi.
All right, guys.
All right, that's it.
Belarusi. Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's been a good season. Thank you for listening, and catch you on the flip side.
Hangs.
Motherfucker.
My bladder.
Side 1, Side B is a Floof Goof Studios production. Please check out the description for more information about the guests and the album reviewed. You can find us on Bluesky under the names Kill Rock Music, that's KILRAVOCK, and Dave under Beastmaster General. You can find us on Instagram under Kill Rock Music SWS and Dave_Diction. And you can also find our regular contributor Sean under the name Boozer Slug. You can find Steve and Sean on Threads with the same usernames as Instagram. Check out our post-punk band, The Alliterates, our experimental group Lucid Fugue, and Steve's solo project Kill Rock on most major streaming platforms. You can visit Steve's website, killrockmusic.com, for easy access. That's KILRAVOCK music.com. And if you want to check out Dave's past band Gong Farmer and their album Pop Dada, you can do so on Bandcamp. Thanks.
Waka waka. Suck it. What's up?
Let's shut the fuck up.
We're gonna choke you.
My mouth is on fire.
Let me show you how to jam.
Wrong.
Flip, flip, flip.
All right, good.
I hate the Holocaust too.
I hate that you made me think of that.
What do you know? How can you possibly have an opinion different than my own?
You're giving your friend syphilis on the ear.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, look. Another worst song on the album.
I don't want him to touch me.
Because they suck.
Everyone we worked with is dead.
Really ripped.
I need to change my pants.
Check.
Leonard Bernstein.
I hate it so much I skipped the whole Destroyer.
Allow me to play you out.
Dirty Dave just pooped his pants.
Yes, indeed. Perfect hooker murdering song.
Kick out the jail, motherfucker! Are you ready?
Steve's got some cheese.
Get
my podcast voice ready to go.
Jaw Wobble. What a name.
I'm Ivan Moody, and I'm having a psychotic break. Testicules.
That is a fun fact.
There's a jazz hole.
What do you mean the song is called Sweet Pea?
Now that we're done with Steve's Rorschach test, let's talk about the album.
For fuck's sake.
That's not very Vizian of you guys.
It's a professional operation over here.
This is Fantasia for people who had to repeat the 9th grade.
Heavy metal.
Yeah, hands off, Britain. We'll dump it in the sea again.
Shove it.
I love California.
Cunt.
I.
All aboard!
All right.
You're the beer
thief.
Collage of noise.
I'm free!
Dun, dun, dun.
Free falling!
We make no jokes here.
They couldn't even get through the bread bio.
Shut the fuck up, Sean.